Good morning, Griffins. This is Mrs. Britton, Director of Student Services at Donovan Catholic High School. Today, I'm talking about the testing options for juniors in the class of 2020 at Donovan Catholic, including the opportunity to sit for the PSATs in 2 weeks on October 14th. In the August commitment form, we asked families their testing preferences for the 2020-2021 academic year. This week, we are asking you to recommit to the testing options for your junior. Today, there is a new form available in Genesis Parent Access that all families must submit by Tuesday, October 6, 2020. You will not be able to navigate Genesis until this form is complete. Listed here are the student testing options this fall. Option 1, the junior chooses to take the PSAT on October 14th, 2020 at Donovan Catholic. Option 2, the student chooses to opt out of the PSAT and instead take the SAT/ACT practice test at a future date. Option 3, the junior chooses both of the previously discussed options. Or Option 4, the junior chooses to opt out of testing this year. Again, families must choose one of these options by Tuesday, October 6th. On the screen here is how the choices will look in Parent Access. If you do not select an option by October 6th, you will be unable to take the PSAT on the 14th. Parent Access will be locked until this form is complete. To help you make a testing decision, I'd like to elaborate on the PSAT. The PSAT is a part of the SAT suite of assessments. It measures the skills and knowledge that current research shows are essential for college, career, readiness, and success. The PSAT NMSQT serves as a check-in on student progress to help pinpoint areas for development. Therefore, it helps students prepare for the real SAT. The PSAT is a test produced by College Board that is a preliminary SAT test. The test will take approximately 3 hours to complete for most students. This test is taken with paper and pencil. Only juniors will be taking the PSAT on October 14th at Donovan Catholic. The test is broken into 4 timed sections with more specific details and contents and topics listed on this screen. Just like the SAT, there is no penalty for a wrong answer, so students are encouraged to guess if they don't know the correct response. The PSAT is scored differently than the actual SAT. The highest score you can achieve on a single section of the SAT is 800, but on the PSAT, the highest section score is 760. This is because some of the more challenging material is not tested on the PSAT, resulting in a different scoring scale. If you are considering opting into the PSAT, here are some of the benefits. Having PSAT scores can increase your ability to meet prerequisites for higher level Donovan Catholic courses like AP or IB classes for your senior year, including some of our college credit opportunities with partner universities. Students who score high on the assessment have the ability to qualify for additional scholarship opportunities. The PSAT is a practice for the actual SAT, which you will begin taking in the next couple of months. Taking a practice test will familiarize you with the testing format in advance. Your scores from the PSAT, which will be available this winter, will indicate if you are meeting college readiness benchmarks and kickstart your college search process. The National Merit Scholarship that was previously mentioned is a scholarship competition. Selection is based on the cumulative PSAT score achieved. More than 50,000 scholarships are awarded in the United States each year from the National Merit Scholarship Competition. More information can be found on their website at www.nationalmerit.org. Here's a sample and approximate schedule for the day, Wednesday, October 14th, 2020 at Donovan Catholic. Students will check in to their assigned rooms and find themselves on the seating chart. Before the test begins, students will be guided to fill in answer sheets with their demographic information. We expect testing to begin around approximately 9 a.m. Testing will conclude, for standard time, approximately 15 minutes past noon. Students testing with either 50% or 100% extended time will take longer to complete the exam. Students will be dismissed when the test concludes. However, transportation will run on a full day schedule. Supervision will be provided in the cafeteria for those waiting for busing at 2:20. Students eligible for extended time will report directly to the designated testing rooms. Mrs. Viscomi will communicate those locations to eligible students in advance. Students with 100% extended time should arrange for their own transportation as testing could extend past standard dismissal time. For students opting into the PSAT this fall, you will need to bring with you on October 14th an approved calculator, number 2 pencils, water, snacks, and remember to turn off your cell phone before the test begins. Generally, no specific studying is needed for the preliminary test, but if you are interested, College Board has a full-length practice test available on their website at www.collegeboard.org. One of the other options for testing this year is the choice to take an SAT/ACT practice test. This assessment is a sample test that helps direct a student as to whether the SAT or the ACT is the better test fit for them. This test is just over 3.5 hours long. It can be proctored at home or at school at a future date to be announced. Do you have questions about this topic or need help making a decision? Email guidance@donovancatholic.org or join us live this Monday evening, October 5th at 6 p.m. for a virtual meeting on Google Meet. Please plan to arrive by 6:30 p.m. and bring your questions. Don't forget to make your junior year testing choice by Tuesday, October 6, 2020.